welcome to Maker Bell, where I make things that are usually not bells. So I found my next furniture flip. I found these two dressers on Facebook Marketplace for $30 each. They're a set of two, so $60 total. And we're missing a dresser here. Okay, I moved all the drawers upstairs. I haven't moved the dressers up here yet. And they came with these knobs. I'm terrible. I actually cleaned them and took all the hardware off before filming this because I was impatient. I couldn't wait. And now I need to start painting them.
Before I started painting them, I did a test on one drawer. I heard that laminate can be painted by scuff sanding it with 220 grit sandpaper and then using a shellac-based primer. I do not want to repaint a whole dresser this time. I put the first coat of paint on top of the shellac primer and I'm gonna do a scratch test on it. It doesn't really come off. It comes off a little bit, but that's just because I painted it like 6 hours ago, so it isn't really cured and it doesn't have a protective top coat or anything. So I'm pretty sure this is actually gonna work now. We got the dressers upstairs, I have all the drawers laid out. Somehow everything is gonna fit so I can paint it all at the same time, thank goodness. And I have it all scuff sanded and all cleaned off so I can paint it all with the shellac. All of these drawers are all shellac painted. These dressers are also shellac painted. So I'm going to quickly sand them with a fine grit sandpaper and start painting the actual color. So I went ahead and sanded all the drawers. I added the second layer of paint and everything is looking fantastic, except the top of this, here, now it's easier to see. It had some holes in the laminate and I didn't think that would be a problem if I painted over them, but it looks like they swelled up a bunch. It's not as bad as the last laminate dresser fail though, so I looked online and if you spray a clear acrylic spray paint over the holes in the dresser, then it should seal the particle board and make it not swell up. So I'm gonna sand it down. I'm actually gonna test it on this one because it just has one. So I'm gonna sand this area down, spray it, and then try painting it again. After the spray paint dried, I added a layer of shellac, sanded it, and then did a first coat of paint with a teeny brush. This seemed to help a little, so I repeated it on the whole top of the other dresser. I did the shellac layer and it seems like it doesn't make any bumps now. The holes definitely absorb more paint so they're more white, but it's all smooth, so I'm hoping it'll paint over nicely. I added the 2 coats of paint and it's looking better. You can still see in some lighting that there's a bunch of bumpies over here. In this lighting you can't really tell, which is pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and add the 3 top coats, and if this doesn't end up selling, I'll totally keep it because I love this color and I could use a bigger dresser. I find it difficult to swap between working on a project and recording. Like, when I'm ready to start painting, I'm ready to start painting. I don't want to take the time to sit in front of the dresser and go like, look, I did a thing and now I will do another thing. Also, it's cold here, which means the heater is constantly running, and I can't record myself talking when it's on, or else it would sound like a windstorm. I would have to go downstairs to the thermostat, turn the heat off, go back upstairs, film the 15-second long thing, and actually remember to go back downstairs to turn the heat back on. I forgot to turn the heat back on a few times, and then my apartment would get really cold. So instead, I've just been recording myself doing all the things and then later record a voiceover. This also helps the audio to be more consistent instead of me yelling across the room in one clip and then talking right into my phone in another. Then I spray painted all 20 of the knobs black. I once again had to use the method of running outside in the cold, spraying on a layer, and then going back inside to put the knobs in a spare bathroom with the fan on to dry. Because it's still too cold out to leave them outside. These are finally all painted, all finished, all good to go. And I put all the drawers back in, which was an absolute pain because the drawers like to fit into a specific spot and I didn't label all of them. And I've got 10 identical drawers, so I had to do a bunch of trial and error, shoving drawers into different drawer slots. It was terrible. Next time I'm gonna label all the drawers when I have more than a couple drawers. But I've got all the knobs. They're all spray painted and pretty. They look so much better. And I'm gonna attach all of them. They're all good to go now, so I'm actually keeping the drawers out a little bit because it needs a bit of time to cure, and I'm gonna let it cure for about 2 weeks before selling it, which means that I can't give you a final profit update, but I'm gonna give you the speculative profit that I'm hoping to make. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. It doesn't. Okay, so I bought these dressers for $30 each, so $60 total, and then I spent about $20 on materials, maybe? I'm estimating really high for that. So that's going to be about $80 for dressers and materials, and then I'm hoping to sell them for $150 each, so that's $300 total that I'm hoping to make, and so hopefully that leaves me with a profit of $220. This flip went so much better than the last time. I actually primed these, and so the paint actually stuck to them, which is great, but I didn't really like painting all the drawers. There's so many drawers. I want to work on some smaller projects next. But altogether, I'm loving furniture flipping, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So feel free to like this video to appease the algorithm, and subscribe because I'll be putting out videos every single week. Thanks for watching, bye!